Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Eddie. My name's Eddie Campos with Eddie's home team of RE/MAX Preferred Associates. Let's go inside and see who today's guest is. In real estate, I don't have to be in an office. The people that I work with are very capable, very good at what they do. They don't have to be in the office with me. But I find when we are in the office and they can hear conversations that are happening, they start to not only maybe get a way to be preemptive about things that they do, they also learn more about what's going on, and they appreciate more of the things that are happening within the company. So it gives them, I guess, more ownership.
Sure.
To a certain extent. They understand, they really embrace it. And I feel you definitely lose that when everybody's detached. You know, now it's all of a sudden it's a phone call to John, and John was on another call, so I got to wait for a call back, and now I'm on a call, and pretty soon it's 30 minutes later, and we could have had this done in 30 seconds.
Absolutely.
So I agree with you 100%. It is nice to be able to get people back into there, and that's the way a family operates as well. You operate together when you are together.
Right.
So when it comes to the challenges, workforce, what is the city of Toledo doing to be able to help improve the workforce that we have? Are we working with partners like the local universities? Are we working with trade associations? Where do we draw the people from?
Sure. So when we talk about those pillars, economic development, workforce development, community development, the city typically focuses on economic development through my department, and then community development through the Department of Neighborhoods. There are a number of partners, as I referenced, that work on the workforce development pillar. For example, Lucas County is the workforce development board for the entire county. They receive funding from the state of Ohio to invest in Ohio Means Jobs, where a number of job seekers are looking. So we don't lead that effort. We help support that effort. So for example, one thing that we're working on now, there's a lot of federal funding that's available in infrastructure. And infrastructure is not just roads and utility lines, it's people as well. And so we're looking at how can we partner with the county, Toledo Public Schools, our local universities, et cetera, to maybe go after some of this funding so that we can start to train the workforce that's here to meet the demands for future companies. For example, electric vehicles. We know we are an automotive, heavy industry city. We also know we've got 1,500 people that work at GM Transmission, right? That an electric vehicle, a transmission's likely not needed. How do we proactively set up a structure in which we can be competitive, right, for that electrical vehicle opportunity, and make sure that, there's just not an announcement someday that a plant is closing and now we've got a major layoff happening, and being reactive to that. So we are working with our partners to go after funding opportunities for that. And it's really kind of a mixture between the workforce development piece and us having that connection with those companies, making sure that we're all talking.
So you can understand their needs.
Exactly.
Are there any other challenges that you foresee that are things that we need to be looking at today?
Yes. When we look at challenges for job creation and investment, they really boil down to three things: speed, risk, and money, right? A lot of that risk that we just talked about with workforce development, but we're running out of sites. And when I say sites, I mean pad-ready, large sites for a new company or an existing company to expand onto.
Sure.
For example, the largest site we have in the city of Toledo, and I'm just talking about the city proper at this point, is the Northtown Mall site. It's 60 acres. The most recent announcement for the electrical vehicle manufacturing plants down in Tennessee and Kentucky have been at least 500 acres that have been required to attract one of these. When we look at how we can continue to be competitive, we've always got to have that next site to attract that next company. And this isn't just specific to these export companies. Let's talk about small business for a second. Then it's still speed, risk, and money. When you've got a company that wants to go into a bricks and mortar store especially in areas that we're trying to promote that in some of our legacy historic neighborhood business districts like LaGrange Street, Broadway, the Sylvania Avenue, Point Place. These are all great examples of neighborhood business districts. A lot of those buildings have not been utilized in several years. And what happens? Codes change, right? Now we've got ADA. Now we've got requirements for fire suppression. And the money just keeps getting tacked on to...
So many of those two-story buildings, they don't have an elevator.
Exactly. So you can see that there's a math problem. When we're looking at filling these spaces with small businesses, it doesn't make sense for them to go into a space like that. It may be easier for them to go in a strip mall out in suburban Toledo or one of our suburbs, and that is fine too. But in order for us to continue that neighborhood revitalization that's essential, as we talked about for community development, we need to help solve the math problem of making these spaces economically feasible to white box into a new space for a small business.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. We're here at the Appliance Center at their location on Monroe Street. I'm talking to my friend Marianne. Marianne, you've got a special going on this great bedroom set. What can you tell me about it?
Right, so this is a bedroom set by a leading manufacturer, and it is in a honey color, which is a color that had been gone for a long time but is coming back. And it kind of has a nice country, subtle look to it. We do have it in stock.
And this is a three-piece set, correct? What
It
comes
is. It
with
includes the queen-size bed.
Okay.
It includes the nightstand, and it includes the dresser. And they're priced at $934.
That's
so
a great
under $1,000, right?
If somebody wanted to order another nightstand or another dresser, is that possible?
Absolutely. Yep.
And this is in stock.
It is in stock, yeah.
And so somebody's going to buy this bed. They may need a mattress. Can you help them out with that too?
Absolutely. So we have a variety of mattresses. We have Tempur-Pedics, Simmons Beauty Rest. We have Sealy mattresses in all varieties of textures. We have firm, plush, medium, and a variety of prices. And we are able to work very closely with our pricing, so we'll always make a good deal.
And on the off chance somebody doesn't care for this particular set, as I look around the showroom, you have a huge selection of things available for people to check out, correct?
We do. We have a large furniture selection plus a bedroom set selection. And everything that has a balloon on it means that we have it in stock. And even if we don't have a balloon, if you find something you like on the floor, we will sell off the floor.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Eddie. Please come out and see our friends at the Appliance Center. They've got a fantastic special going on, this three-piece Better Suite set, and they'll even find you a mattress too. Have a great one.